Norton thanked the land defenders for their dedication, saying the decision will undoubtedly help alleviate pressure. Just after 1 p.m., a tractor transporting a still-burning sacred fire led a convoy 100 strong out of the railside camp in Kahnawake, finally answering a question that's lingered in the public mind for days.
We have come to a decision. Our decision is to relocate our fire to the green space in Kahnawake, away from the railway tracks. We want the fire to be visible for every commuter that crosses the Mercier bridge, to show that we are here to stay for as long as the Wet'suwet'en need us to.
An inspection made at the original site yesterday afternoon by CP rail officials, supervised by the land defenders, fanned rumors that the 27-day blockade would finally be dismantled, allowing rail service along the Montreal-Toronto corridor to resume as usual. Defenders at the site south of Montreal were adamant about staying put until they received total clarification regarding the proposed agreement between the governments and Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs, even holding a number of meetings over the last week in an attempt to establish consensus, which they say they finally have.
Let this be a strong message and demonstration of good faith to all of Canada. We prefer a peaceful resolution and demand that Indigenous people's rights be respected.
In a written statement, Kahnawake Grand Chief Joe Norton thanked the land defenders for their dedication, saying the decision will undoubtedly help alleviate pressure. Despite certain politicians losing their composure and certain media commentators fanning the flames of hatred, Norton wrote, the land defenders never wavered in their message of support for their Wet'suwet'en brethren. The original site was reinforced last week after Premier François Legault amplified fears of confrontation by alleging the Mohawks were heavily armed.
There are some offensive guns that are on the reserve.
In response, Pierre Vieilleux, the president of the Association of Provincial Police Officers, said in a letter he strongly recommended deploying a military tactical team to assist ahead of the dismantling, a suggestion the Prime Minister rebuffed while speaking Wednesday afternoon.
Our focus is very much on resolving this peacefully for the long term. But as I've said many times, I do not think it is ever appropriate to send the military against Canadian citizens.
The focus, according to Trudeau, remains on dialogue and prevention. Now, as the former camp behind me stands vacant, it's unclear how the Mohawks' decision here today will impact the other ongoing rail blockades like the one in Listuguj. But for the moment, the Mohawks say that they are not giving up their fight. They're just moving it to a different location. Lindsay Richardson, APTN National News, Kahnawake, Mohawk Territory.